Today I want to talk about ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. And a lot of you may experience this where you're always getting distracted. You're always just sort of disconnected, distracted away from what you're doing. You have trouble focusing. Somebody's talking to you and you're just really in your mind, or you're elsewhere thinking about other things and you can't seem to focus on that, or you're trying to do something and it's hard to just focus on it. Well, my name is Arne Pedersen from Awareness and Health. I'm a mindfulness-based counseling hypnotherapist in Victoria, BC. I work with people online and in person, helping them with these kinds of things to learn tools and tips and move through a therapy process to heal through these kinds of challenges. And today, I want to talk about a little bit of an understanding of ADHD and give you some helpful tips to help move in a direction of getting your life back, getting some control over your focus and being more present in life with what you're doing. Now with ADHD, it's very associated to old sort of coping strategies, coping mechanisms in the subconscious mind where either say when we were younger growing up, maybe traumatic experiences happened, and maybe things happened that made us not feel good about ourselves, or maybe we weren't supported through what we were feeling and any challenges going on in our life. We just couldn't really be with what we were feeling with it. It was just too much to deal with. So our subconscious mind created coping strategies that distracted us, that took our attention away from our body feeling connection, away from what was really going on in the present moment. So we developed this habit of coping and surviving to deal with what's going on by our attention leaving. So we didn't have to, be with what we were feeling, with what was going on. So it helped us in that way to keep us from those difficult emotions. But the problem is, we never really then got to be with our emotions and to really build the confidence to be with what we feel. So it's really important to reassociate. If we have this practice of disconnecting, getting distracted away from what's going on, dissociating, then it's important to reassociate if we want to get our attention back and our focus back and be more present with what's going on. And if we want to have much more ability to focus on what's really happening and to learn things and be able to integrate information, say reading a book or taking classes or something, to be able to focus on what's going on and to be able to be present with the material so we can remember it. Well, if we want to do that, we have to be present. We have to be present with what's going on. We have to be present with our body. So I find this very important with ADHD to practice an awareness practice. Practice being aware of what you feel. Take time every day in a safe place. It needs to be safe. A safe environment where you feel comfortable in, because we want to create the association of safety and comfort with this practice. And then with this practice, we'll be going into our breathing, our body sensations, practicing being with what we feel, practicing bringing our attention back to a focused state. And this will help build our attention, awareness, and focus on one thing in the moment. So this will help us with everything else. So when we get pulled away in distractions, we'll be able to come back to our body, back to what's going on. So if we practice in a safe place, we're practicing associating safety and trust in the moment. And so then we're practicing connecting with our body feelings with safety and trust, that what we feel is okay. And we have the ability and the confidence to be with what we feel and to be able to process through it. But we have to build this and cultivate this with practice. Because with ADHD, we've practiced for years and years being disconnected from what we feel, distracting away from what's going on into everything else in our thoughts and into everything else other than what's really going on in the moment. So if we really want to get our attention back into the moment, we have to practice being in the moment. So the awareness practice. Take time, sit every day. 5 minutes a day would do it. 10, 15 minutes would be even better. Practice sitting and then go inwards. Close your eyes, be with your breathing. your mind will wander. It'll feel like you can't do this at all, but it takes time. It takes, they say, 21 days to create a new habit. So that's a little while, and I think it takes a good month, maybe a month and a half even, to really start to turn this into a pretty good habit of coming back to our body. We practice being with what we feel, breathing, sort of do a full body scan, go into your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your torso, your lower body, legs and feet on the floor. Practice feeling that as you're feeling your breathing, breathing in and out, feeling your lungs expanding, and then your attention will wander. It's going to happen a million times. It's going to happen and keep happening. Your attention will wander, but then practice noticing it as soon as you can and coming back to your body. This is the practice, coming back. And if we want to start to train ourselves, instead of the ADHD, our attention wandering and being distracted, we practice building this focus and this focused attention onto what the true reality is, the true reality of the present moment, of our body feelings and body sensations and what's going on right now in the here and now. And that starts with our awareness of how we experience life through our feelings and emotions within ourselves. So practice coming back a million times, and you'll build and cultivate the practice of coming back. So then you're out and about, or you're talking to somebody and you're distracted all over the place, having trouble focusing, listening, hearing what's going on maybe. Then all of a sudden you've got this habit of coming back into your breathing, into your body, and you're able to come back. Then you've also practiced in a safe place, a place you feel comfortable in. So you're associating the feeling and the confidence that it's safe. And because with ADHD, we didn't feel safe with what was going on long ago that created this habit. Whatever was going on that we weren't able to deal with, dealing with what we feel, it just felt like too much. So as we practice coming back into safety, we're actually practicing healing that traumatic energy of the inability of being with what we feel. So practice coming back to what you feel. And I think you'll find in time, it'll seem really hard to start with, but you'll start to be able to do it a bit more, and it'll start giving you more and more control and say in your life, and the ability to focus and get more present, and to build confidence to be with what you feel, so that then anything in life that you want to do, you're able to confidently be with it through the steps of whatever arises through the process of doing new things, being in the unknown, stretching yourself out of your comfort zone. So I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, like it, click the like button, share it, pass it on. And you can join my channel if you want as well, because I'm going to be putting out more and more of these videos, which I've got a lot already. And I wish you an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.